Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today I'm going to be making a floating skimmer box for Mumbles Pond. Alright, I think we found a balance. Now it is a hot and muggy day out right now, and we're getting a lot of smoke pollution from the Canadian wildfires. We got the ducks trying to stay cool out in the pond, and the aerator is running right now. Mumbles Pond is actually looking pretty good out there right now, and all the new fish that we've been adding have survived. But Mumbles, Dabbles, and all the ducks are preening their feathers all day, so they do have a lot of feathers that float in the pond, and they collect down in this corner whenever the wind blows. And I think instead of them just sitting there making that, oh, the geyser! Instead of everything just collecting in that corner and looking bad and kind of just floating to the bottom eventually, or I guess sinking to the bottom, but I was thinking I could use one of those pumps that I have running on the pond right now and just build a skimmer box for it. And that way, instead of just circulating the water, it'll also help filter. So I went around the property and I've been trying to collect as much as I could to make a skimmer box. And this might not look like a skimmer box to you, and I don't think I could tell you where to get all the materials. I just find what I have available around here and try and make what I need. The only thing here that I bought was this tote, and this tote was actually bought for a different reason that I'm not getting into quite yet, so I think it's going to work out for this project just fine. And then I have some other crates here that have just been here on the property for a long time. I think this is a pop crate. I have some gutter guard screen here I think will come in handy, some flashing metal, and then I have this old pillow I'm going to use the stuffing out of. I don't think I'm actually going to need the lid, but we also have this pipe insulation. I don't know if that's going to be enough to do the flotation, but we'll figure that out later. But honestly, this smoke kind of sucks, so I think we might move this project into the garage once I get Maverick back. Maverick! You got the wood, pal? This dog does like to wander. But I think I have what I need to get started, so we're going to move everything into the garage where it's a little bit cooler and a lot less polluted. Oh, he's in the log pile. What are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, he'll be fine. Huh, pup, get the fan. Alright, pup. That's a little bit nicer in here. Alright, we have a 26-gallon tote here. Did you fall down? Alright, we have the 16-gallon or 26-gallon tote here. And I'm planning on using this as the skimmer box. We're going to put the pump right into the bottom, and then I'm going to cover the pump up with this crate. I think it has enough depth on it that we can cover the pump. I'm going to put it upside down like this, and we'll encase the pump with that crate. And that's going to protect it from a lot of the larger particulates going into the box. And since it has this handle here, I think I can just pull the pipe right out of here. I don't really have to make another hole, but it has some slots all the way around it and the holes on top, so it should allow enough water into it. I think that'll actually work out really well. So we're going to put that down in the bottom like that, and then I'm probably going to put some river rock around it to help hold everything in place and weight the box down a little bit, because this will try and float. But once we have the rock in there and everything held in place, we can put some of the polyfill from that pillow inside around the edges, so we don't have a lot of the water flowing in too quickly, and it helps filter through that first. There you are, Mav. Good boy. You can come in. Come here. Come here, Mav. The door's open. You just gotta push your head through it. Come, Pop. Okay. Come here, Mav. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You're all wet. Now, if we want this to be a skimmer box that we can clean out every once in a while whenever things build up, we need a catch container. And I think this will work out pretty well. It has some smaller holes on the bottom, but I think if I put this in here, right on top of that, that'll fit below the lip. We'll get everything weighted down and in place, but then I can notch this out. And I can notch this out and drop it down like a weir, where we can have the water flowing into this crate first, and then it'll just pass through this crate, through the polyfill and everything else into the pump. But this does have some big holes on the side that I need to close off a little bit more. So I was thinking maybe that gutter guard would work. But we're gonna go ahead and get started and see how things go, and I can figure it out on the way. Come in. Yeah, it's a little bit cooler in here, huh? Yeah, it's better. Okay, we'll get this thing started. Trying to think of an easy way to put a screen in here, something a little bit finer than what this already is. You don't need to make it any smaller. I have this netting here. This is like window screen. It's just all folded. Not sure how I can attach it though. What do you think? Do you have any good ideas? I know you have some bad ideas. Yeah. Let's think about it, Pup. Why? What are you doing? We're working here. Hold on. Hey. Sit. 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 Alright, pups, I think we found what we need. I got that painted black just so it doesn't stick out at all. Maverick, I didn't bring that out for you. But we don't want the water going too quickly into the pump. Can you see me? I don't even know what you can see. Hold on. Now, we don't want the water going too quickly into the pump. We want it to swirl around here inside the collection bay before it goes into the pump. So, Maverick, can I have that? Back up, back up. Hey, that's not for you. Back, hey, come here. Alright, we have some garden fabric. This is some bug screen I had in the vegetable garden. And it's a little bit tattered, so I think we can take a little chunk off of it. I'm gonna put this all over this and make a little screen from that. And then I guess I could use this. Maybe I can get this out. Hold on. That's what we needed. I tried to go to the dollar store and get a bag of this, but I couldn't find it. But I had an old pillow, so it worked out just fine. I'm at. Yeah, I was thinking I could use this. Cover that. And this.
Both sides.
I think that'll work. What are you doing? Alright, now obviously this is going to float up until we get water inside, and then likely everything will sink. So right now what I'm planning on doing is putting this insulation pipe right next to it. Just right underneath the lip. One on each side, and maybe that'll be enough to keep it floating. If it's not, I'm going to have to add some more flotation. I'm at. But we're going to try this first. I see ya. I see you. Hold on, hold on. Kind of like that. I'm out. I see you. Alright, I think we're making some good progress here. We have the weir lip looking all nice and smooth right there on the front. And then we have the collection basket with a nice net inside. I just put some baling twine around it to help keep things in place. And then we have the pillow stuffing on both sides with the pillowcase on top to keep the water from going into the pump too quickly. And eventually this will collect some beneficial bacteria on it and help filter the water even more. I have the floaties on the side here just zip tied through some holes. And we're just gonna have to wait and see if that's enough flotation once we get this into the water. I'll add some rocks in there to try and get it to settle in, and we'll just have to try and find a balance. Pop. But I was thinking I'm gonna have to be pulling this screen out, and if I have to pull it out, it'd be better to have a handle. So I walked around and I found this piece of metal that I was using as a hanger, but I think I can bend this, get it into some holes, and that'll be a good hanger. Pop. As soon as I have some space to work. Nice. Okay. What do you think? It works. You got the blueberry all loaded up, pup? I think we have everything we need. We're gonna take this out there and test it. And this smoke is getting worse out here. Hope the birds are okay. I'm sure we're not getting the worst of it. My parents are up in Buffalo right now visiting my brother, and they're getting smoked out too. Pup, so we're trying not to spend too much time out here. Now we're gonna be using a 1,000 gallon per hour pump, the one that we set up on Goose Egg Island Waterfall. And that's because that's the only pump that runs 24/7 out here, so we're gonna get that one hooked up, and I think it's gonna make the best skimmer. Pup. Hey, ducks. The waterfall is flowing today. I'm actually kind of surprised we're still getting enough light here to run the solar panels. Oh, Ron, you being a good duck today? Hey, girls. We're gonna be doing some work here. Not trying to bother anybody. But Mumble's pond doesn't look too bad right now. It kind of has a green tinge to it, but we actually have a little bit of visibility into the water, maybe about 5 inches. And best of all, no floating fish. And I know we can use some alum or gypsum or even some agricultural lime to help clear up the water a little bit more, but we're gonna wait on that because I have to try and get stone on the dam first. It's a process, and today we're putting in a skimmer. Oh, puppy, we forgot the rocks. We need the rocks. We'll be right back. That'll do, pup. Load up. Come on, Mav. Oh, you gotta cool off in the pond. Need more flotation. plug it in. Well, it's running right now. I think I need more flotation on the front. It's actually pretty close. It was landing on the shelf here and tilting it. Okay, we're sinking again. I think it's pretty close though. It's not working. And this is why I need to get the stone on the dam here. Even if I don't get it all the way up, I need to get it down here on this shelf so the ducks aren't dabbling this mud up every day. That'll help keep the water clean too. And make it more accessible in here. Back to the drawing board. Maverick! All right, I think we found a balance. I'm gonna let it run, see if it collects anything. Come on, pup. We did it. We did it. Now find your cousin. Maverick! Alright, well, it's not the prettiest, but I think we have it working. We have some debris out front getting drawn in right now. It's not the fastest process, but it is drawing in some debris, so hopefully by the morning we have some in the basket and I can actually empty something. If you look around right now, there actually isn't a lot of large debris on the pond. A couple loose feathers, but not too much. But it is drawing in what's there. I mean, I think it's working out pretty well. We could probably clean it up and make it look a little bit better. But it is drawing in some of the debris. This is only a 1,000 gallon per hour pump. It's running the waterfall on Goose Egg Island, which I guess the ducks knocked a bunch of my rocks off. But since we have it running 24/7 here on the pond, we should be able to draw in some of the stuff that's floating around. I might be able to stop at the store and get some better floaties for the side here so we don't have all the bright colors. I could put the lid back on. It might keep the ducks from coming over here and dabbling into it, but we'll see how they do with it. Oh, there it goes. It drew it in. But I'm going to call this a prototype success. We'll see how it works, and we might be able to make it better here in the future. Pop. You ready to go in? Get out of this smog? We're completely smoked out here. Ugh. Coming out. Oh, we need to get some rocks on this dam. Papa, we'll get you out of the smoke and back into the AC. Mav. What do you have? You still eating feathers? You pup, keep eating my goose feathers. But alright guys, that's going to be all for this one. We have a floating prototype out on Mumble's Pond. And if you have any good ideas, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. And if you want to keep following along with everything here at Whitt Acres, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave and you can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching. Good boy. Come on, Mav. No, I'm turning left. Turning left. U-turn.